Good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everyone on this fine Monday? All right, today we're talking about claiming your iridescence. Now, why are we talking about that today? Because I want to. That's why. All right, I am Barbara Ann Shepherd coming at you today, and I help women stand up, stand out, and live their dream life now by claiming their iridescence. So today, as I'm getting ready to go ahead and share this, I would love it if you would let me know if you're catching this with that pretty little live button up there, whichever side it's on for you guys. If it's live, let me know that you're here, so that way I can at least say hi and I know who is here. And then if you're catching the replay, go ahead and type replay or give me a 10, because at least you caught it this week. That lets me know that people are taking a look. And yes, I know I can go in and see who's viewed it, yet sometimes people can go in and view it for a few seconds and it counts. I'd love to know what you get out of it. That way we can page. Sometimes I love technology and sometimes I don't. That way I have a rough idea of, what you guys think. What do you like? What do you don't like? What do you want to see more of? Those are the things I need to know. So that way, when I serve you, I can serve you far better by knowing what you need to hear about. Because I can have a wonderful idea of what I'd like to talk about, though by knowing what you guys want, I can serve you better. So let me share this one more time out to my business page or my timeline. There we go. It's out and running. All right, now let's get into this claim your iridescent thing. Why do we need to do this? Why do you need to claim it? What is your iridescence? All right, when we're born, we are this pure, luminescent being. We're an empty slate. We are, not so to speak, empty, if you will, but we're ready to step into our iridescence. We're ready to step into that presence, that bit of when we were born, we had dreams. We had all of these things. As we grew, we knew what we wanted to do. Then our parents, our aunts, our uncles, our cousins, the TV, the internet, all of these different things told us what we couldn't do. Now, they didn't do this because they were mean. They didn't do it, but they did it because that's what they knew. We are a whole bunch of patterns wrapped up into our life. So how do we go back to being that pure, luminescent, empty slate? Surprise, we can't. We cannot go back to that fully empty slate. We can ditch a ton of baggage. We can ditch a ton of patterns, limiting beliefs, bad thoughts, whatever, by becoming what we truly meant to be. Now, it doesn't matter. Let me rephrase that. I don't want to use that term, because it does matter. Every bit of you matters. Okay? But we can get caught up into those habits. See, that's a habit of mine. That doesn't matter. I'll do it later. Or we don't think of the consequences. Okay? But it does matter. Everything that we do matters. You matter. I mean, if you weren't here, if you didn't catch the replay, or you don't catch me live, or you wouldn't like my business page if it didn't matter to you. Okay, that's the thing. It matters, and I appreciate that. So, we have to go back to our iridescence, what we're born with, and claim it. Life can get in the way of that sometimes, but by going deep, by going back and figuring out what that core essence of ourself was, what did we love to do when we were a kid? And how can we parlay that into the dream life we want today? That's essentially claiming that iridescence. When I was a kid, I wanted to be a teacher. Until I found out how much work it is to be a teacher. Oi, I love it. I also found out I really don't like having a rigid framework of how I have to do that. We have this bit of longing within our souls to get to that point. And so, why aren't we there? Why aren't we there already? Why aren't we living that dream life that we want? Well, again, society got in the way. We get a little lost. We get off track. We follow what our parents want us to do. Or we give in, depending on what our parents were like. I can honestly say that mine was not the best. She did the best. I can say that now. She did the best that she knew how to do in that moment. And she never really claimed her iridescence, if you will. If we're going to go that route. So how she showed up in the world was totally different than how my father showed up in the world, how my stepmother, my stepdad, everybody shows up different in the world because of their iridescence. We're all multifaceted beings. No two people on the planet have the same facets. It's just the same as you see with my logo here. No jewel has the same facets. No jewel has the same sparkle, same brightness, same everything. And that's why I have the logo that I do. Because as we grow, stuff chips away. We add things, not always good things, and then that gets chipped away, or we finally get rid of it. But as we changed, our jewel changes, if you will. Our core changes until we become that. We can always change that core as we learn and grow. So, how can we claim our inner iridescence? How can we show up in the world? Well, first off, you have to be aware. You have to be aware that you want to make a change. You have to be aware of the limiting beliefs. You have to be aware of the patterns in your life. You have to be aware of the thoughts that you have that become habits, that become the patterns, that becomes your life. So it really is a lot of work to claim your inner iridescence. Good morning, Jenna. How are you today? I'm so happy you could make it. Today, we're talking about claiming that inner iridescence, and frankly, you've got a beautiful iridescent soul, and I love it. It was such a pleasure to see you, and even a couple of weeks later, I'm still thinking about you. And I absolutely love the fact that I got my new necklaces. I'm going to step off camera for just a second. These things are amazing. Now, the only one that's kind of down so you can see it is the Legend. I love that one. I am so going to have to wear that one. You are amazing. Thank you so much for sharing those because they are going to be some of my new favorites. So we meet iridescent souls along the way, okay? We become the 5 to 6 people we hang around with. That's awareness as well. If our friends are bringing us down, we go down. So we have to surround ourselves with happy, positive, successful, where do we want to go people, okay? That helps us to claim our iridescence because we grow. We're not hanging around with people that don't push us down. We hang out with people that lift us up, challenge us, and throw us at our dreams, okay? Because we need those people. We need those cheerleaders, okay? That's awareness as well. Next step is we have to have that understanding that the people around us did the best that they can. We've done the best that we can, but as we learn and grow, we become better. And I love the Maya Angelou quote, and I'm probably going to murder it this morning because I didn't write it down. But we do the best that we can until we know better, and then we do better. Okay, so that's how life works. We have to have that understanding that in the moment, in this moment, this present moment, as I'm talking to you, I'm doing the best that I can to give you the information that I know. And you're going to reciprocate with the same thing. But as we learn a new idea or we learn something from a friend, then what happens? What happens? Thanks, Jenna. I like that quote too. I really need to, I'm going to have to find the actual full quote from Maya Angelou and stick it on my office wall because it is good. We do the best that we can every day. And we become the best at everything we do. And I love that too, because whatever we choose to do in the moment, whatever career we're in, and Jen, I hope you don't mind, since you're here, I'm going to use you for an example. We have a beautiful direct seller. She works for a company who helps her to sell the beautiful jewelry and charms and bracelets and all these funny things. Okay? In this moment, she's being the best that she can be every single day. Some people will say, direct seller? Oh, come on, that's not a career. That's not a job. That's just playing. No, it's not. To that individual, to Jenna, that is her passion. That is her joy. That is her iridescent. Will it be the same tomorrow, next week? Who knows? Everybody changes and grows. Our season in life is different. So it doesn't matter if you're a janitor, or you're one of those people that stand in a bathroom all day, or you're a CEO, you run your own business, you work in a convenience store. It doesn't matter where you work, what you do. If you're doing the best that you can be, if you're a leader at that, a leader, every single person on the planet is actually a leader. If you have one person that follows you, whether that be a little one or other people, you're a leader automatically. We become business owners. Jenna is a leader in her industry, whether she wants to be or not, because she owns her own business, same as me. So we have to claim that. And that's understanding. That's understanding that when we're business owners, we're in sales. We're the marketing guru, especially us solopreneurs, okay? We're the finance guy. We're the CEO. We're the whatever we are. We wear all the hats, just like us moms. So not only are we business owners, we're moms. Gotta love it. So here we are. And then what happens? Once we have our awareness and we have our understanding, and understanding means we learn to love ourselves as well, as we are in this moment. Flaws and all. Because if we don't, we cannot claim our iridescence. We cannot become the iridescent person that we need to become in the future. Because we have to claim today and we have to claim the future. Because the future person can tell us a lot about what we need to do to grow. Okay? So, then we have to take action on that. Yeah, we have to take action. We have to do the work. Now, we've done a lot of work up to this point. Once you finally get to this point, you have to take the action. For me, this action is a live video. It's going to be a blog post in 2020 because I'm going to get that back up and running. It's going to be speaking to people. It's going to be having my coffee conversations, which I will have one this Thursday night at 8 o'clock. And let me see. Let's see. Oh, whoops. Hello. Didn't mean to do that. You can see the other part of my office, the dirty half. Yes, growth is essential. It is. It is. It is scary. Life is scary. And I love that. Thank you for bringing that point up. It's scary to go deep. It's scary to look at the differences. It's scary. But guess what? When we step out of that comfort zone, even one step, guess what we just did? We just grew our comfort zone. Whether we want to or not, sometimes. Sometimes life just says, hey, shove, and out you go, right? And you're like, oh, now what do I do? And you learn and you grow and you adapt and you move on. So that's understanding as well as taking action. And then once we've claimed who we are, we become these amazing, confident women who in our area can change the world. Because it just takes one person to start. Because once you've got that second person following you, and that third, and that fourth, that fifth, and so on, all of a sudden, change is exponential. We start a movement. We start getting people to realize that they can be better by cheerleading, by supporting, by believing we can help somebody become their iridescence. It's that simple. Kind of getting a little teary about that. That's pretty cool. A lot of things that I've never really thought about before. Okay? Now, I know this one was a little long today. So thanks for bearing with me. Thanks for hanging out. It was amazing. It's great. We have to be ready to be our best self every single day. Those of us in business, we are our brand. Those of us who aren't maybe in business for ourselves, but yet we go to work for that company, you're the face of the company. Do the best that you can. Be the leader. Claim your inner iridescent. Be authentic. Be amazing. And be wonderful. And I hope I see you on Thursday night, 8 o'clock Central, Coffee Conversations. I'll be putting up the link on everywhere. Here a little bit later. I have to make the graphic yet. Though that conversation is exactly that. It's a conversation over thoughts, fears. Maybe you're in the awareness phase. Maybe you're in the understanding phase. Maybe you're in the I need to take action stage. Come join me with a conversation. We'll figure it out. That's the joy of these coffee conversations. They're free. I'm hanging out for an hour, or I'll do a 15 to 20 minute training if nobody shows up. So if you have an inkling that you're going to be there, please shoot me a DM. Comment on the post saying, hey, I'm coming. Lets me know, and I'll hang out longer and wait for you. Because if I'm not, if nobody shows up, frankly, I got other things I can be doing as well, whether business-wise or hanging out with my family, especially on the evening ones. So please, let me know if you're going to be there. Or you have an inkling that you might be there. Okay? That lets me know. Again, if you're catching this on the replay, either shoot replay or shoot me a 10. Says you watched it. Jenna, have an amazing day. Thank you for interacting, and thank you for being my beautiful example today about how you can be the best that you can be and be a leader today, doing the best that you can so you can grow and become and claim your iridescence. I'll talk to you guys next week. Bye.